Everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys have had an awesome week so far. I miss you guys, and I'm excited that we're finishing the year. I'm really sad that I don't have the closure to say goodbye to you all in person, but I hope to see you guys for the awards day next week. And I know we have a Zoom, so I am excited for those, but it's still not the same as seeing you guys in person. But I want to encourage you guys to keep working hard, keep finishing strong, and you guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. And I hope and pray that you guys are doing well and staying encouraged. And I want to encourage you the best I can to just keep trusting God and to keep reading your Bibles, keep praying. You know, nothing should change with that. If anything, we should be drawing closer to God as He draws close to us. So I want to encourage you guys, keep working hard and keep doing your best. I do want to mention this is our last section. So I know I had said that there would be a test today, but I'm actually going to move that to next week. So it gives us a little more time to review, gets us this last section in. I'm deciding to put this in, which means Monday we're going to review, and then Wednesday is going to be our test. So that gives us more time to review, more time for you to ask me questions. It gives us the Zoom to ask any questions or tell me any questions you have. Please feel free to call me. Feel free to message me. Feel free to email me. Whatever it takes to get your questions answered. Wow, said it backwards. But anything to help you guys, I'm here for you guys, and I want you to know that don't feel bad for asking a lot of questions because honestly, it tells me that you're learning. So questions are not bad. I see questions as good. So please tell me any questions that you have, and I will do my very best to answer them as best I can this way, either by phone or by email or message. So many of you have, and that's awesome. But please don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like you asked too many questions. Never too many questions. Please let me know if you have any questions. Today's lesson goes pretty quick. Hopefully it's pretty easy to you. It's pretty basic. I don't want you to make it harder than it is. It's just translating. Many of you are like, I translate all the time, English to Spanish, Spanish to English. Obviously, I don't. I'm just struggling enough with the English language, but translating languages is a lot like translating graphs. Now, just like translating English, you take a word or a phrase and you translate it, right? Sometimes I think of like random words, like what's the Spanish word for igloo? If anyone knows the Spanish word for igloo, please let me know because I'm kind of curious. It's like what what is the Spanish phrase for how are you today? You know, and you can translate that in your head. Now, um, oftentimes you may translate English to Spanish, Spanish to English, but how many times do you translate math? Um, let's take a look. Now, j just like translating word, we're going to change the position of a figure. So let's look at our example number one. I have it on my board. So I want you to look in your books, follow along with me. We're on page 596. 596. What I've done is I've drawn it on my board. So I did example number two, so I'm gonna be careful and put this line on. Maybe you can see better. So this example is what we have in our book. We have it may be easier to do it in a book. We'll try it first. So we're to translate this given triangle, this triangle that we're given. We're to translate it 1 unit right and 2 units up. Okay, so that means that every single point, point A, point B, point C, I'm going to have to move those up one and to the right two. I'm sorry, well, I said that wrong. Let's back up. Every single one of these points, you're going to have to move to the right one and up two. Okay, so for A, I'm going to move it to the right one and up two, so I'm going to put my point there. B, I'm going to go to the right one, up two, I'll put my point here. C, I'm going to go to the right one, up two, put my point here. So let's do this on our map and let's see if we get the exact same thing they do. So I'm going to take A, I'm going to go over 1 up 2. So here's my A. B, I'm going to go over 1 up 2. So there's B. C, I'm going to go over 1 up 2. And then here is my triangle. Now, notice what our book is going to do. It's going to put this little, looks like an apostrophe right by each letter. And that stands for prime. What that means is this is the new A. Here was the original A. Here's the new A. So that little 1 just means the new A. So let's look. Here they drew their new A, they drew the new B, they drew the new C, and we get a new translated triangle. We translated it over 1 up 2. So now, let's make this a little darker. So this triangle just moved up. Okay, the next example, actually the skill check, try this one on your own. I have this one drawn out here already. So I'm going to go through the answer. Pause it if you need to. But here is skill check number 1. Translate the triangle 3 units left, 1 unit down. Okay, so I'm going to take every single point, X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to go to the left 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go down 1. So my new X is going to be here. So I'm going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3. There's a mark there. 1, 2, 3, and then down 1. So my X prime is there. My new X is here. I'm going to do the Y. I'm going to go to the left 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go down 1. Oh, wow, that's interesting. It's where the X is. So this is going to be Y prime. It's okay that it's the same point. And then here we have Z over to the left 3, 1, 2, 3, down 1. So our new triangle is X prime, Y prime, Z prime. And it will fall along the same. Okay? So that is how you translate. Now, the only other thing your section does is it tells you how to write the rule. So what does the rule mean? Well, in this example, what we see is we're told 2 different shapes. So we're told how to write the rule. Well, let's see how we went from B to B prime. Well, let's start with A. So how did we go from A to A prime? We went, let's go left or right. So 1, 2, 3. So we went to the left 3. And then we went up 1, 2. That should be the same for all of them. Let's check. B went 1, 2, 3, and up 2. Yes. C went 1, 2, 3, up 2. Yes. D 1, 2, 3, up 2. So this is the pattern that we did. Now, how do we write that? Well, left and right is the same thing as X. It's along the X axis, left and right. And then your up and down is going to be Y. So just like in our coordinates, XY, we say that the X went left. That is, whenever you go left, is that going to be positive or negative? That's going to be negative 3 or minus 3. We're going smaller, we're going to the left or the way. If we go to the right, then it's adding. Now the Y, up is positive or negative? It's going to be plus. It's going to be positive 2. So our rule is X minus 3, Y plus 2. Let's do the rule for our skill check. Write the translation rule for the graph. Okay, go ahead and do this. Pause, and then we'll see if you can get the correct answer. Well, let's start with A, and let's go left and right first, and then we'll go up and down. So it goes left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So we know the x is going to be minus because we went to the left. And we went to the left 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the place. So it goes x minus 4. And then let's check the y. Did we go up or down? We went down, so it's going to be minus 1, 2, 3. So our answer is x minus 4, y minus 3. Okay? Hopefully you guys got that. I'm going to do another example, so don't worry. Number 2 says, write the rule for the translation that moves point 7 units right and 5 units down. So this is a made up one. We don't look at this graph at all. So it's saying, let's say that there was a picture and each point moved 7 units to the right, 5 units down. Well, this right here, 7 units right, tells us x, and then the right says to add, and then how many units? 7. And then let's do the y. It went down, so it's going to be minus, and then how many units? 5. So our answer is x plus 7, y minus 5. So for homework, what you'll be doing is, let me check here. It looks like we'll be doing the evens. So for homework, let's look at the first ones. This one you're going to be copying. So you're just going to write a coordinate plane like this, and then you're going to draw this shape. Then it says to translate it 4 units, 2 units up. So you'll go, well, let's do number 1 so I don't give you the answer. So for number 1, what I would do is I would draw this first, and then I would go 2 units right, 1 units up. So every point I would go 2, 1, put a dot. 2, 1, put a dot. Notice they don't have any letters, so we don't have to put any letters. So 2, 1, put a dot. 2, 1, put a dot. And then I would connect the dots, and done. Number 3, same thing. I'd go 1 left, 2 down. So 1, 1, 2, put a dot. 1, 1, 2. There's already a dot there. You could put an extra dot if you want. 1, 1, 2, put a dot. 1, 1, 2. There's already one. And then just connect the lines. That's all we do. So we'll do that for 2 through 12. And then on the next page, it says match the translation with the rule that describes it. Now, don't be confused by the x, the x1, y1. Notice that's in every single one. You always started out with this, but this second part, the equal sign, is what changes. So you have to say, okay, let's look at, the way I would answer this is number 13. So how did I go from a to a prime? Well, I went over, first you do the x. So I went to the right 2, so that's plus 2. So I would just write the rule. So it's x plus 2, and then my y, I went down 1, so y minus 1. So let me find that up here. X plus 2, oh, x plus 2, y minus 1. Okay, so answer for number 13 is letter D. We'll do 17. How did I go from A to A prime? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be x minus 4, and then y, 1, 2, down 2. So where is x minus 4, y minus 2, e is going to be my answer. Okay, so you'll just do that, just match. So all you're doing is putting the letter. So for your homework, I would write letter E. That's my answer. Okay, and then you'll keep going and you'll translate and write the translation. So please, again, ask me any questions that you have. I hope this is pretty easy for you. If not, I'll help you guys with it as much as I can. Okay, I miss you guys. Have an awesome rest of your day.